The United Nations will be a different organization by 2050. First of all, France, the United Kingdom, and the United States will no longer be part of the permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. Sweden, India, and Canada will replace these countries, and Russia and China will keep their positions. These 5 new leaders will be the ones to have the veto power because of their effective water management and internal positive effects on climate change. The initiatives of the UN, such as the World Water Day and the World Day to combat desertification, will no longer be enough. The Water Convention will accredit this monitoring research and development, but mostly important, it will oblige every nation to join, and it will impose sanctions to those who fail to control and reduce transboundary impact, those who fail to use water in a responsible way, and to those who fail insurance and sustainable management according to each of the country's possibilities. A campaign directed by the Protocol on Water and Health, financed by the Permanent Five, will allow any country in need the possibility of free health care in water-related diseases. The UN whole system will address water sanitation issues as the greatest challenges of the world in 2050. UN Water will focus on addressing the 5 measurable targets suggested in the post-2015 development agenda: achieving universal access to safe drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene, improving the sustainable use and development of water resources, strengthening water governance, improving water quality and waste management, and reducing risk of water-related disasters. In order to operate the UN Water's new modus operandi, there will be suggestions of creating a military army for the United Nations that will be enabled not only to protect but also to apply some hard power whenever is needed. By 2050, there will be a great debate on whether the UN should or should not have a military force. Some will argue that the mixtures of hard and soft power will provide the UN with necessary soft power needed in times of such environmental crisis. On the other hand, others will see this as a contradiction to the organization's basic principles and as a threat to countries' self-determination and sovereignty.
Created using Powtoon.